Okay, welcome to our weekly team time, team Zoom, Team Infinite Health and Happiness. We're so glad to have you. We do this every week, hoping that we can uh, lend a little love, help, guidance, whatever you're looking for to whoever joins our meetings. First, I'd like to introduce our newest ambassadors that have joined since last Tuesday night. One of them is Herschel Hyatt. We have a new young ambassador. Hopefully she'll watch this later, Haley Overstreet. She is a nursing student. And then we have a girl that actually went to my high school, Sherry Sawala, and she actually just messaged me a little while ago, and she sent out 3 messages last night, and she got a response on one of them. So we're excited about that. So welcome to our team. Like I said, we're here to help you. We want to see you grow in whatever capacity that is, whether it's business-wise or health-wise, happiness-wise. If you want to grow in a community, this is a great place to start. So, and I also wanted to talk about training. I've been doing a whole lot of one-on-one training. I actually spent some time with Terry today and some time with Brittany and of course Trila, and I actually was with Gloria a little bit today too. So anyway, all of you, I've been loving on all of you. But one of my huge goals for May was to do a lot of one-on-one training. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more as we talk about Leaders Retreat tonight. So I want all of you to know that we absolutely, Trila and I, have an open door policy. And while that's like, hypothetical, we have open Facebook, open cell phone, open whatever means, open door. If you need us, we're here for you. And if you sign a new ambassador and you want some one-on-one training, you just let us know. We will do it, and we will do it anytime, day or night. We did one for Trila at 9 o'clock last week, 9 o'clock at night. And y'all, I'm happy to do that. This is my jam. That's what I love to do. So let's make sure that the rest of May, while we're signing ambassadors, we're also working on building our team via training. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to Trila because Trila has something really cool that she wanted to share tonight. So Trila, take it away.
Hi, guys. I just love it whenever we get validation on how wonderful our products are. I mean, we're sold on them, but to hear validation from someone else is amazing. And I got that today, and I wanted to share it with you and let you know that it's posted on my Facebook page, and I'd love for you to comment and then steal it. Copy it and post it on your page, maybe add some words, or change up the wording. Not the quote that the person, that I quoted the person who sent me this message, but my words. You can change up my words and make them yours or whatever, or just leave it as it is. But my sister has been taking Plexus for a long time. Now, the post is anonymous. I didn't want to give her personal information away, but it is my sister. My sister is 3 years older than I am, and she actually went with us to Leaders Retreat on the cruise 2 years ago. She was my +1. So Terry got to know her really, really well. She'd met her before, but anyway, got to know her well. Anyway, she had, the past year or so, she had not been getting very good lab works at the doctor, just maybe even a couple of 2 years, maybe 2 years ago. Well, she had gotten off of our products, not the Probio 5 and the BioCleanse. She and I and our family, we tend to have, I guess, I don't know if it's the IBS C constipation. I don't know if it's that. We haven't been diagnosed with that, but we tend to have constipation issues. And the BioCleanse is something that has helped all of my family. I mean, tremendously. But So she stays on that and the Probio 5, but she'd gotten off the other products that she was on. And her labs were horrible. Her cholesterol was like 280 something, I think, or 260 something. Her triglycerides were just way off. And the ratio was off. You know how you have the HDL and LDL? The one that was supposed to be high was low, and so forth. And all of that was just really crazy. And the doctor wanted to put her on medicine. And so she asked him no, that she wanted to try it and do something. So she started back on our X Factor. She reached out to me, and I said, you need to get on X Factor Plus. Well, she couldn't take it. It kind of upset her stomach. And there are those that it does that. She even tried it with food. We tried all sorts of things. And she made it through 1 month of it, but she said, I just can't do this. I can't keep doing this. So we put her back on the regular X Factor, but we supplemented with just like vitamin C and zinc and some other things. She did not take seleniums, but she's going to start eating Brazil nuts to get that. But anyway, we did some tweaking like that. She went to the doctor today, and the whole doctor's office was blown away by her labs. I mean, it was just like a total, everything that was high is now low, and everything that was low is now high, like it's supposed to be. And the doctor was like, what have you done? The bad news is she couldn't think. She couldn't think, Lexus. And anyway, hopefully she'll call him back and tell him. But she told me today, she goes, oh man, I forgot to tell you. And I know it's the only thing I've done is I've added, she's added Vital-Biome. I didn't mention that in the post, I should have. But she added the X Factor back in, and the Vital-Biome and the collagen. She's stuck on, because of her arthritis, and it's really helping that. So use those stories, okay? This is my sister. I mean, she's not going to lie to me. And the photo is of the actual lab reports, and she hand wrote what the levels previously were. So if you could go on and comment, give it some love or whatever, wow graphic or GIF or something, and steal it, please, because people need to know how powerful these products are. If people are consistent and if they're willing to work and adjust with us, they can make a huge impact. And right now, being healthy isn't on everybody's mind. So just wanted to share that. Sorry it took me so long.
No, that is awesome. And that is, I think, really, really an important point to make, is that people are looking for answers right now on how to stay healthy. And, I did a video on Sunday that I shared with y'all, and Trila's going to talk about that in a few minutes. But, y'all, there's so much scientific information out there that people are Googling stuff. And if you go to them and you say, well, I have a vitamin that has the 4 main things that they're suggesting that we take, which is D, C, zinc, and selenium. Well, they're not even really talking about selenium. But I'm telling you, if you Google selenium and COVID, you're going to find some articles. So share that post that Trila talked about, because the people that are having the hardest time with the COVID and recovery from COVID are the people that are on the lower spectrum health-wise, which is unfortunately a whole lot of Americans. So let's work on that. Let's share about health and happiness. Okay. Thank you, Trila, and I'm so glad that Carla's back on the, yay! Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about some training that they did on the Monday motivational meeting. I know that not all of you had a chance to jump on it, but there was some information that they shared that I thought was really, really important. And one of the things that the Diamond, and I forgot her name, talked about was personal connections. And I'd like to say this. We've gotten away from calling people and talking to them. And I'm even guilty of this with my own mom. We have a thing set up with her where she sends us an email message every morning just to let us know that she's up and she's okay. She's a senior, she lives alone. But I only call her probably 2 or 3 times a week. And I should call her more often. But what they were talking about on this training was we've got to be more personal and we've got to make more connections. And one of the things that they talked about was find your niche, find the people that you want on your team, find what resonates with you. So I'm going to take Terry, for instance. Terry is proclaimed that she's a hippie. So when you think of hippies, you think of, and that's a good thing. You think of natural. They're not going to be the ones that conform. They're not going to be the ones that they're going to be open-minded to more natural things. So what if I were Terry, I would probably brand myself as that. Hey, I'm a hippie and I don't want to take pharmaceutical drugs. I don't want the establishment to tell me what I have to take. I want to take natural things. I'm going to look for products that are plant-based, that don't have chemicals in them, that are not genetically modified, that are all natural and plant-based. So, like you have probably a group of friends that are kind of geared towards that. Well, reach out to those people. I want to reach out to a lot of people that are caught up in corporate America and tell them my story about how, I was basically aging out of the system. And we all age out of the corporate America system, and how eventually I wanted to take control of my destiny. Brittany, you're a stay-at-home mom. Go for those women that identify with you. So what she talked about was finding your niche and who you are, and go for those people. The other thing I wanted to mention was join Facebook groups that have something you're interested in. So we're looking to buy a travel trailer. So I joined a travel trailer group, and I've just been asking a couple of questions and engaging in conversation with people. It's genuine. I want to know those things. I need to know those things. But what am I doing in the same instance? I'm building relationships. I'm meeting new people. So if you have a Yorkie, join a Facebook Yorkie group. If you have a Chihuahua like Gloria, you need to be in every Chihuahua group. And build those relationships. Now, you don't want to sell, you can't post about stuff, you can't sell. But let's say you bond with somebody on there, and then they say, okay, well, I'm going to send you a friend request. Cool. So friends, you widen your funnel. So social media has so many avenues that we don't always think about. Like, make sure that you are joining random groups, and you never know, you may learn something new and you may get some new friends from it. And that also helps you grow your network, and it also helps you connect with other people that don't have anything to do with Plexus. So like, I posted a random question on that travel trailer thing, and all I said was, do the sales reps at Funtown RV negotiate? 100 comments. Walk away if they don't, never pay full price, just on and on and on. And most of those are men. And that's okay, because I can sell Plexus to men too. Then when you build those friends and you become friends with them on Facebook, they're going to see your post on social media. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. You got to post. You got to post a lot. And they talked about that. You've got to. And I'm going to tell you about something. think about Coca-Cola. And Coca-Cola still pays, $4 million for a 1-minute slot on the Super Bowl. Why? Repetition.
Yeah.
They want their brand out there. Because if they can convert one Pepsi drinker to a Coca-Cola drinker, they'll be happy. So if you stop and think about branding, Nike, all the brands that we cannot get away from, Holiday Inn, Geico, for the love of God, Geico. Okay? Think of yourself. If I was the marketing director of my very own business, would I post about it? You bet your sweet pink drink I would. So become a marketing director of your own company, your own brand, your own products. And let me tell you, if you have trouble finding something to post, y'all, get busy looking. Did you see the post I made today on the team page about if you're a brand new ambassador? I think I posted 5 awesome posts that I've never even posted before. Still post. Now, I will tell you this. This happened today, and it's never, ever happened to me before. Compliance called me because I made a post, and they did not like it. But it wasn't a post that, and I kind of wondered if it was iffy, but guess who I stole it from? Celeste Quinn, double diamond, Celeste Quinn. And so I thought, well, Celeste posted it, But they were very nice to me, and they said, please take it down. So if you posted the post about the millennials with all the young people with the YouTube, I think I posted it on the 15th or the 13th, you might want to take that down because they're going to call you. So just be careful when you do steal, and stealing's okay, but and if you put a disclaimer, that's almost always going to keep you out of trouble. Okay, one of the things that they talked about, I wanted to say this. You cannot not post and expect your business to grow. You have to tend your garden. That's like putting a bunch of seeds out there in the back of your yard, throwing some dirt over it and saying, okay, well, I'll just wait and see. And then you don't go out there and check on it. You don't do anything. You don't put any effort forward. I got to tell you, at our house, the squirrels are going to eat it. It's not going to work. You're going to have wheat. It's not going to work. You're not going to bear any fruit. So advertise, y'all. Market yourself. Come on, let's do this. Let's share. Okay. Another thing I wanted to share was connecting with people emotionally. So I want you to, if they start to chat with you online, and there's a lot of you that don't want to talk on the phone, but y'all, listen, say this. Hey, you kind of had a few exchanges, okay? Say this. Hey, Rachel, do you have time Thursday night? I'd love to get together and catch up and chat about something I'm doing right now. Or, if they've exchanged a few things with you, say, hey, I'm not very good at typing fast. Can I just call you? I mean, put it back on you. I'm horrible at saying how I feel in a message. Can I call you real quick? I won't keep you long. Because here's the thing. When they hear your passion, they get more out of it. So what I want you to do when you have these conversations is I want you to find what's important to that person. Sorry, y'all. Thought I had it on silent. There. So let's say you start a conversation with someone that your son goes to school with. And you're having a conversation and you say, well, what are your kids going to do this summer? Well, Josh really wants to go to hockey camp, but it's so expensive. I don't think we can do it. Well, then a sentence you can use after you show empathy. Yeah, I understand that. I totally get that. Those summer camps are so expensive. I really think that I have something that could help you pay for his hockey. She goes, what can that be? Because I want to pay for, I want my child to have what he wants. And if you say, I really think I have a way that could help you pay for your child to go to church camp, then that person's going to go, oh, okay. If someone says, if you're having a conversation, and like for us, we have our vision board up, and I have our credit cards, and we have 4 credit cards. Now we only have 2, and I built a graph, so if I had a conversation with you and I said, well, one of our goals this year is to pay off our credit cards or be debt free by the end of the year, then you could say, well, I think I have a way that would help you pay that car payment off fast. Or I think I have a way that could help you pay those credit cards down. Would you want to hear a little bit more? So you're turning it back to them. You're tying the emotion back to them. If someone says, and a lot of people say that, and y'all, these are just in general conversations. Oh my gosh, we've got to replace the carpet in the upstairs game room, but we're broke. Then you say, really? Yeah. There's nothing worse than yucky carpet. But I think I may have a way that you could earn that money back, or that you could earn the money to pay for that carpet. So when you're talking to people about their dreams, you're making them think, because even if she says no to you, or he, 3 days later, when he goes up there and he steps on that nasty carpet, he's going to think, maybe I should call her back and talk about this and find out how I could earn enough money to pay for a room of carpet. Do you see what I mean? So even if they're saying no, or you're getting a vibe that this isn't what they want, if you're planting seeds of how they could solve a problem, then they're going to think about it later. And something that's huge is vacations. So, most people, vacations are not even they don't even think about it because they know they can't do it. And if you said to someone, like, we're going to talk about leaders retreat, well, I know how hard that is not to go on vacation, because when I was raising my kids, we never ever took a vacation together. I didn't get child support, and we were never able to take a vacation together. And say, I'm so blessed that every year that I've been with Plexus, they've sent me on a trip. So that makes that person go, well, I want to travel, and a lot of people can take $500 and do a really great camping trip to Broken Bow. And if you sign somebody today and they sign 6 people up by the end of the month, they've got $630 or something like that. So what I'm trying to get you to do is to think about making emotional connections with people. And that's what we really need to do right now. Because I think what this COVID has done is it's made people think more like humans. It's made us realize, I do need my family near me. I do miss my family. I want to hug my family and be with my family. I do miss my friends. And I mean, we're not the only ones feeling like this. The whole world feels like this. So if you get into a Facebook or Instagram or whatever conversation with someone, then I want you to really try hard to get them on the phone and talk to them and share authentically and share from your heart. And you know what else I want you to do is I want you to call your friends. And you don't have to talk about Plexus. Like, I called a girlfriend today, it was her birthday. If it's your friend's birthday and you haven't talked to them in 10 years, you know what? You should call them and just say, hey, I just thought I'd call and wish you a happy birthday. And then you're going to say, what have you been up to? She's going to say, what have you been up to? Well, I started this thing. I decided I wanted to be healthy and happy. And she's going to say, what's the thing? So I want you to challenge yourself this week or going forward that you pick up the phone and you call people. You post about it on Facebook. If they make a comment, reach out to them. Thank you so much for commenting on my post. That really means the world to me that you showed me some support. See if they start a dialogue. Hey, I'm horrible at sharing how I feel on, on Messenger. Can I call you real quick? And see where it takes you. Cool? Is that cool? Okay, we're going back to Trila because Trila has some information that she wants to share. Trila?
What I'd like to do is encourage you, as Terry was talking about, to reach out and connect with people. But it's something that I did that's not quite as personal, but it helps you reach a bunch of people at one time, is I called Terry up and said, Terry, I really want you to do a video for me. And I gave her a bunch of information, some scientific ingredient lingo and stuff. And she made the video that she posted on the team page. How I use these products to help how I'm, trying to keep my family healthy and build their immune system and so forth. Because right now, that is what I'm trying to connect to people with emotionally. I'm trying to connect with trying to build up our immune system. And our products have the ingredients in them, and they work. And so I had her do that video, and she did a great job. It's not perfect, but you know what? If it were perfect, people would think somebody is a paid actress, right, to do it or something, and not somebody that's just talking from the bottom of their heart like she was. So it's perfect to use. And I just sent a message, and I will type the message after Terry posts his team call in the comments. Now, you will need to tweak it a little bit because I sent it out to ambassadors that haven't been ordering. And I just said, I don't know if you realize it or not, but as a Plexus ambassador, you have yourself set up to get the best health and wellness products at the best price. And right now, with the COVID, but with the virus, I don't think I said COVID, I don't know, everybody is thinking about this. And what we have found out is every time they mention, this, it's a fact that people in Wuhan were extremely low in selenium, well, guess what has selenium, And every time they say something about it's people with diabetes is the second group, that's first is heart issues, then diabetics. What was the sun created for? Blood sugar control. What does alpha lipoic acid do? Help regulate blood sugar. So, it's like our products have this stuff in them, and they can very easily, especially this month, for $99, give them a try. And what I'm doing, and I just did this tonight to the people that they were here feeding their horses, and I went out to visit with them. What I'm trying to do is say, everybody seems to think come fall, there's going to be another explosion of this virus. Now is the time to get on these products, get them in your system for a few months and just stay on them so that if you do get the disease, you can combat it. You can get over it and recover quickly and more quickly than perhaps if not. So that's what I'm doing, and I encourage you to do the same thing. And especially for the people who are new that don't have customers already, that are former customers or former ambassadors, I would just say, This has really been on my heart. I've been reading about this. I had no idea when I joined Plexus that our products have the ingredients they're telling us to use to help build up our defenses against the virus. And I love you. I care about you. So I wanted to share this video. Would you watch it and let me know if you're interested? Something like that.
Awesome. Yeah. And I have been spending some time sending it out to people too. First, I'm starting with all my customers, and then I'll send it to all the ambassadors. And you know, if you don't like it, you should do your own. But I mean, you can easily do one just like I did and send it to all your customers. Oh, I just got a customer order. Yay! It just popped up on my screen. So anyway, sorry. Do you see that? Y'all know how I've been doing this, what, 7 or 8 years? And I get so excited. Like, I'm so excited somebody ordered. Okay, let's talk Leaders Retreat. And the reason that I want to talk about Leaders Retreat is because I want us to start in June 1st. We're working towards getting everybody to Leaders Retreat. And let me tell you, like we were talking about the vacations, and Trila and I met 2 girls at Leaders Retreat last year who won the trip. Well, one of them had won the trip, and the other one was her teammate, and she brought her. They were with Advocare. When Advocare blew up, she immediately joined Plexus and started building her Plexus team. And she had only been in the contest, I think, half of the contest season. It's 3 months. And I think that she actually had joined at the 6-week mark, and she made Leaders Retreat. So here's the deal. You can make it. And especially because we're starting, you guys are training, you know what you're doing. You just got to get that elbow grease going and get busy. Trila and I have been to Washington, D.C. We've been to Orlando. We've been on a cruise. We've been to San Diego. We've been, I think that we've been to Orlando twice.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 2 times. And Trila didn't get to go one of those. So, so that's Orlando, Washington, Dallas.
I know there's another. There's 6.
Orlando, the cruise, and San Diego. So, I mean, y'all, listen, if vacations are important to you and you want to go, and I just want to tell you how they treat you. Oh my gosh. Like when we, because we had won everything, like JD and I, we got off the airplane, and Trila and Miles landed at the same time, because we always try to make sure we land at the same time. There's a guy holding up a sign with our names on it. They took us to this gigantic black SUV. I mean, and they took us to the hotel, and immediately we went to this thing and picked out some jewelry, and then we went to the room, and I think we got ready, and then we had a reception. And I mean, y'all, it's just unbelievable. And I mean, things like we went to a party and we all picked out Ray-Ban sunglasses, or I don't know. JD didn't like mine. He liked Trila's better, but anyway. And then, you know, we had the meals and the shopping spree. I mean, and the shopping spree, unbelievable. I mean, they closed down Bloomingdale's for you. They have a breakfast that's unbelievable with mimosas. I mean, it's flowing. And they do a fashion show. And then they have all these people that will help you spend your money. And we'll help you do that too. Don't worry. We'll tell you how to do it. But what I want you to understand is that it starts June 1st. So, we do want to see you continue the rest of the 2 weeks building your business. Absolutely. Because let's say you sign somebody and that person really wants to work the business, then let's really train that person, because the more people that you have rank up during the contest season, the more points you get. And I found a couple of charts, but I'm going to let Trila talk strategy for just a second, and then I'll pop up this thing that kind of tells you what you kind of need to do. But what I want to say before she starts is, never assume anything. with the Leaders Retreat contest. Okay, so they may come on and say, okay, you have to have 1,500 points to make it to Leaders Retreat. And here's how you get all these points. And if you do this, oh, there's no way I can do that, then you're absolutely right. You declared it, you said it, and it's over. But if you start working and you're halfway there and you say, I'm never going to make it, you need to reject that in the name of Jesus Christ, because you never know. They may come back and say, oh, well, we're slashing the points that you have to have. Or this month, we're going to double the points that you get for personal volume. So you never know what they're going to do. It's not over till the fat lady sings. So you have to have that mindset that you're out of the blocks and you're running, and you just keep running. And here's what happens even if you get to the end and you don't make it. Guess what happened that whole time? You built a business. You made money. You built a team. So it's either win or win-win. But either way, you win. So Trila's going to talk a little strategy. We'll get into it the closer we get to contest, and we want all of you to be there. Go, Trila.
Okay, first of all, everything I'm about to say may be totally wrong because we don't know. What we are doing is going on 7 years of experience. Now, Terry and I have been doing this for 7 years, and we've made Leaders Retreat each year. So we kind of know what to do. As soon as the points and the contest is announced, it's usually announced at convention. And they usually make it retroactive to June 1st. But I don't know this year with it being virtual, if the convention being virtual, if they will go ahead and announce things. I don't know. But typically, there are 4 things that you need to think about, okay? Signing new ambassadors, number 1. Signing new customers, number 2. Signing new customers, typically they have to have at least a $75 order, okay? So a customer that just buys 1 ProBio 5 isn't going to work at all, okay? Number 3 is your total PBs, your points for the month. Now, that's not just what you order. It's what you order and sell. So getting new customers will help with both of those two, you see? Because you get PBs on customer orders. So a really good goal, without knowing the points exactly, how they're going to break down, is to get new customers with like a $75 order or more, okay? And then the 4th way is to build your team below you, is to rank up. When you build a team, adding new ambassadors, you rank up, okay? And you get more points the more you rank. So, and if somebody below you, right below you, level 1, goes to silver or ranks up, you get the points too, okay? Okay, so it is extremely important as we end May that we think about June, okay, and about the contests coming up, because you might want, with the money this month, sign at 6 if you can, to get that money. That's important, okay? But if there is somebody that can't sign until the 1st of June, no problem. Tell them the 1st of June, let's get you signed up so that you have the entire time, entire month to share and earn your points as well. There are some tricks that I have used, if you will, that have helped people make it to Leaders Retreat by doing it by, I don't know. And we'll go through some more specific things later. The people, especially that are on here now, besides Gloria, I don't think some of them would be appropriate for. But let me give you an example. Okay, Terry and I both have our husbands signed up under us. Last month, when they had the Sign 6 and Make the Money, the same specials as this month, she and I got together and we said, duh, we're doing this under our husband's names. We didn't sign the people under us. We signed the people under our husbands to get more money, okay? But more than that, it got our husbands to what's called Super Silver, which is the second level, and an additional $150 on top of that money. So that's just kind of like some strategy, right? Okay, so we had talked about setting a goal this month to get our husbands to go. Well, guess what? We're not going to do that. When are we going to do that? June. So that we will get those points for Leaders Retreat. You see what I'm talking about? Okay? So I don't want you not to sign someone who's ready to go and work the business. That's the last thing we want. We want you to get them on, okay? But I want you to start thinking about how to stack the team, if you will. Stack your team, okay? You want, especially people that are going to really work hard, that you know are going to work hard, you want them as a level 1, okay? You want them as a level 1. And then you want to work with them to go silver, and then go super silver, and go gold, and so forth, okay? One last thing I think I need to put in here, because sometimes we forget this, Terry, when we're training, and we've got a lot of newer ambassadors here. You have got to make sure that you have at least 2, and then it gets to the point where 3, and then it gets to the point where 4, and then it gets to the point where 5 active level 1s, or you don't get paid on your downline. In other words, Terry can't just sign me up and not have anybody else active and get paid on everything I do. She can't do that. Plexus stops that. They don't think that's right. Okay? And I have had an ambassador get extremely angry at me, even though I shared over and over, you need to reach out to so-and-so, because she had signed somebody that had signed like 20 people up, or almost 20. And then she only had like 2 others signed up as level 1s under her. And those 2 hadn't ordered. And I was like, you need to reach out to one of these. You need to talk to, and in fact, I even went and talked to one, okay? Did it help me make money? It got me $15. She lost over $200. So you've got to be careful with that. And if you have any questions, you call us and ask us, okay?
Thanks, Trila. And that's the thing that's so important, is that, and we didn't know all of this in the very beginning either, that, you want to go wide and you want to go deep. So you kind of have to keep up with your team. So, and this is a really funny thing, because, I work JD's team and Trila works Miles' team. And so the other night, we were going to dinner, and I said, "Oh, JD, you got a new ambassador today," and I was talking, and then Trila called, and Trila said, "Oh, Miles just got a new ambassador," and I said, "Oh, JD, Miles got one too," and he goes, "Well, am I still beating him?" Like, he was, and I was like going, "Are you kidding me? We're doing all," He goes, "Well, I just want to be Miles. I just need to." He goes, "You're going to have to step up your game, Terry." And I think Miles is ahead. But like Trila said, y'all come to us. Like, if you I know that Terry and Sherry aren't in this situation yet, but Gloria and Brittany are. Brittany does have multiple level ones, and she does have one that has signed a couple. And so we want to make sure that you're safe and that you're going wide and you're going deep. And what that does is it makes you walk the talk as a leader. You got to still go out, and you've still got to recruit new ambassadors and train them and help them build a team. And it's just good business. I mean, you know, who would want to have just one rock star? We call those check collectors. And, you know, the people above us, there's some that's kind of what they do, is they just make sure that they're have enough in there to where they collect the money that our leg is building. And we know that because when we get to Leaders Retreat, there's nobody that's in our upline at Leaders Retreat. And if you have somebody in your downline that's made Leaders Retreat, there's no reason for you not to make it too, you know, if you're working your business. So it's fun. It's so much fun. And that's what we want for y'all. And we'll get down into the dirt in more details, and we're going to help you get through it. So we wanted to do one last thing before we close in prayer, and that's the drawing for convention. And I know that a couple of you have already won it, but I want Trila, go ahead and put everybody in the drawing. And here's something, because I want you to be able to gift it if you have like I know Terry's signing somebody new tomorrow. If she were to win it, she could easily say, hey, on top of you signing, I'm going to gift you a ticket to convention. So, okay, Trila, you got it?
No, I forgot.
Oh.
Okay, so y'all are just going to have to trust me this time. I just wrote names down on pieces of paper, and I'm just going to draw, okay? Will you trust me?
Yes. Yes.
Usually I say, okay, write down colors, and I just write down, you know, whatever. Okay. So I have them all, and they're all, okay? They're all stuck together.
While she does this, wait 1 second. I want to say something real quick. And I think that most of you have registered for convention, but if you have ambassadors on your team that have not, you want to make sure that they register for several reasons. One, they typically will give us some codes for free memberships, usually about 3. 2, you will have access to the new products that they release. If you have paid for convention, they're going to send you a SKU number that you can use to purchase the products first. So there's those 2 reasons, other than all the other reasons that you want to attend and make sure that you have your people attending. Okay, who's our winner tonight?
Terry.
Oh, yay! Okay, so I haven't mailed your other check, so I'll tear that up and I'll send you a check for both. Okay, Trila, would you like to close in prayer for us tonight?
Sure.
Thanks.
Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for every person on this team and for their families, for our time together. Father, we pray so much that our words are your words, our thoughts are your thoughts, and that as we share, people see that and know that our hearts are in line with you because we care about your kingdom here on earth. Give us boldness, give us clarity, lead us to the people who need our products so that they too can be stronger and continue to better serve you. In your son's name we pray, amen.
Amen. Thanks, everybody. Okay, call us, text us, whatever, message, smokes, you know, whatever. We're here. Love y'all. Thank you, and dream big.